Are you sure you are worthy of our Thomas? Linda sneered like a knife cutting across my chest. Years later she was isolated in social circles. Mark was demoted. Sharon appeared glamorous but lost connections. I held my company accounts calmly smiling. Those who were once above now could only watch me control everything. A few days ago. On the way home neon lights flashed, the car silent. I asked, did they insult my family and you stay silent like this? Thomas scratched his head. I do not want to make things worse. I gripped the steering wheel, feeling a chill. Back at the apartment I opened old photo albums. My father's smile warm, my mother's image blurred. I remembered my father working late, making me breakfast, holding the family together. In high school I did not chase romance. I worked part-time at a coffee shop. Friends talked about dances. I quietly organized my books. After college I worked hard, stayed late, seized opportunities. Every time criticized, I held back anger, analyzing problems thoroughly. Thomas first took me to the park. We sat on a bench watching the sunset. He handed me coffee. You deserve to be treated seriously. In that moment I believed happiness could be mine. On the night he proposed he knelt down. Lisa, I want to spend my life with you. I nodded yes. My father choked up on the phone. You finally found your happiness. Preparing for the wedding I ran between office and wedding tasks. Every weekend trying on dresses, choosing cakes, comparing venues. Thomas, busy with projects, could not handle his parents' critiques. I ran between flower shops and boutiques, shoulders aching, but I did not relax. Visiting the Buckhead Calwell family, the streets neat and expensive. Linda opened the door, jewelry sparkling. You are Lisa. I handed her a bottle of wine. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for inviting me. She sized me up as if measuring merchandise. Mark looked down at his phone, blatant disregard. Linda sneered, a child from a single-parent family. Do you know how to be a wife? I smiled. My father taught me to handle things. I can take responsibility. Sharon's heels clicked on the floor. You might not understand high society rules. I calmly replied, I respect your lifestyle. My upbringing is equally valuable. Mark snorted, to marry into our family you must put family first. Thomas held my hand silently. On the way home I was silent, fingers gripping the wheel. Thomas whispered, my parents only value future stability. Do not take it too much to heart. I turned my head. If I stand by your side, will you speak for me? He nodded yes, but first focus on the wedding. On the wedding day, Midtown venue, warm and romantic. Father adjusted my veil, eyes glistening. Your mother would be proud of you. Walking to Thomas he smiled, hands slightly stiff. Dinner began, guests chatting. I tried to blend in. Thomas pulled me to dance, arms warm. I stayed alert. Linda and Mark appeared, wine glasses shaking, smiles provocative. Linda grabbed the microphone. Lisa, do you hand over your monthly income? Guests snickered. My face turned pale, fingers gripping bouquet. Thomas, eyes drifting, silent. Mark mocked, your dress is inappropriate. You did not ask my opinion. Linda agreed, make her know her place. Father stepped forward, enough, you are humiliating my daughter. Linda shrieked, who are you, a single father? Father raised his voice, manager Tom Grayson is also a single parent. He would not tolerate this insult. Mark, pale. Linda, stiff smile. I took the microphone. The wedding is stopped today. I deserve better. Guests whispered. I held father's arm, leaving dress trailing. At home I organized guest refunds and apology letters. Support from friends and colleagues warmed me. Thomas' colleagues sent news he resigned over the wedding incident. Mark demoted. Linda and Sharon isolated in social circles. I grew closer to my father. Every Sunday barbecue in the backyard, talking about life. Father, seriously, Lisa, you can take over the company. I need you. I promised I want to make you proud. I will work hard. In the following days I studied logistics, contracts, operations, working late every night. Signed new contracts, completed my first big project, feeling in control. Father smiled, you have done very well, keep going. The wedding ordeal taught me independence and strength. Thomas and his family no longer had influence. I built my life on my own. In every difficulty, I remembered Father staying up making breakfast. Each achievement reminded me of my growth. Life no longer depended on others' approval, I controlled my own value. Future wide open, carrying Father's trust, one moved forward step by step. Looking back at the wedding, I understood I gained dignity and freedom. Father patted my shoulder. You are stronger than I imagined. I nodded. I will keep moving forward, being my true self. City lights bright, I knew my life was just beginning. I took over Father's small company, organized accounts, listed income and expenses. Every contract checked carefully, ensuring no loopholes. Personally contacted clients, confirmed orders, arranged logistics. Employees, initially skeptical, gradually cooperated, seeing my seriousness. Thomas worked overtime. I messaged offering help. He said, "It's fine, I got it." I learned to refuse meaningless socializing, focusing energy on company and self-growth. Client satisfaction increased, contracts multiplied. I felt accomplishment. Shared work quietly on social media, earning peer respect. Thomas saw me working seriously, admiration in his eyes. This independence could not be replaced by any wealth or family background. Father said, "Lisa, every step you take is yours. You should be proud." I nodded, understood, will continue to persist. Linda and Mark, who once provoked, now insignificant. Avoiding them, their opinions could not sway me. Sharon's social circle isolated, superficial glamour. Thomas gently held my hand. "You did very well." I smiled. "We will get stronger together." Company orders increased. I hired new logistics and finance teams, trained personally. Clients visited. I prepared materials showcasing professionalism. Thomas occasionally attended meetings, quietly supportive. Recording contracts, arranging shipments, solving emergencies made me more confident. Every night at home, I wrote daily achievements and plans for tomorrow. Father watched me organize files, eyes at ease. Experience let me master the company and control my life. I planned investments, learned finance, allocated income, ensuring safety. Thomas whispered, "You are stronger than I imagined." I smiled. I rely on no one, I can support the future. Every completed order, every satisfied client, proof against doubt. Company performance improved. Father trusted me with more decisions. Started leading training meetings, explaining process standards, improving team. Thomas reminded, "Don't overwork, also take care of yourself." I nodded. I know, but must stabilize the situation first. Friends saw my growth, came to me for advice. Gradually building professional reputation, Thomas' family silently changed attitude. In every meeting, I analyzed numbers and strategy, precisely showing professionalism. Thomas quietly observed, offered suggestions, I adopted. I knew this was my life, truly mine. Father smiled, "You surpassed the version of yourself on the wedding day." I nodded, yes, I control everything and protect myself. Thomas shook my hand, "We can face any challenge together." I smiled, knowing we are a team, not reliant on any family. Every morning I stood by the window watching the city wake. Past conflicts, oppression and coldness transformed into strength. Every contract, client, follow-up order proved my value. Thomas softly, "You really have grown a lot." I responded, "This is just the beginning, I will control the future." Company operating smoothly, I planned life, learned more skills. Every decision personally evaluated, avoiding mistakes. Thomas stayed late, quietly supportive. In social circles, I earned respect by ability, no longer catered. Past humiliation and doubt transformed into action and results. Every day summarizing experiences, improving myself, ensuring not underestimated. Company stable, I considered next expansion, investments. Every decision with calm analysis, not emotion. Thomas said, "You do not need anyone's approval." I nodded, yes, my life belongs only to myself and us. Night in the office, organizing files, watching city lights bright. Past humiliation, oppression, provocation became growth fuel. Calm counterattack and self-reckoning let me truly control life. Every email, every contract signed reclaimed my dignity. Thomas whispered, "You did very well, stronger than anyone." I smiled, "This is our future, we control it ourselves."